It is Saturday. It is time to listen to some metal. You know, it's a day of relaxation and such. All that kind of jazz. So, we're going to get right into it because I always like to listen to my metal with a little flavor. This is a Trickster IPA from Black Raven. If you're curious, no, nobody pays me to drink the beer or to tell you about them. I do it because I like beer and I enjoy it. So I'm telling you, I'm just providing the information about which beer I like to you, my awesome audience. So today, like I was saying, again, that's the Black Raven Trickster IPA India Pale Ale. Big props to Ram, my buddy. This is a birthday present. So, you know, there's extra goodness to it all. So again, welcome to my stream. We're going to listen to some metal here in just a second. I got my beer open. I didn't have to fight with it like that wax covered one last time. I was like trying to pull the top off and was like stabbing it and shit. And yeah, it was brutal. Brutal conflict. But you have to watch last week before last week's episode. Last week I was traveling and doing that kind of thing. Ooh. That's pretty good. Not always a fan of IPAs, but yeah, Trickster indeed. I like it. All right, so what's up first? That's the question, right? I'm just sitting here lollygaggling, running my yapper, and we ain't really got nothing going on here. We need to get something going on. So here is what I have done. I have done for myself to make it easier so that I remember what I'm going to show everybody. And also, this is public, so you can go out there to this super nerdy thing, throw down on some stuff, tell me what you want to listen to during the week or whatever. So here's what I've done, this ultimate nerd practice of knowing what I'm going to listen to. I have created a Trello board. Yes, that's right, a Trello board. This is going to be like the most metal Trello board ever. So over here, new music. So here's how this works for you though, right? There is a path right here. I'm going to post it in the chat just for starters. But it's a path that you can go to. It's a public path, so anybody can go to it and check out what's in the queue. If you would like to add something to the queue, just let me know. And we'll get you added as a contributor of the music to the queue for the show. So, with that, this beer is good. Let's talk about this first band here, right? I'm gonna actually scroll to the bottom. We're gonna start with some YouTube stuff, and just dive right in, right? So what is this one? What did I want to show you? Napalm.
Just another bruise earned, one more lesson learned. Just another kick from behind, just another punch in the eye. We know the broken toe, against a better crowd, over and over again. Lost and you'll be okay. I never thought this message here, this need to take it back. Keep my heart spare, reanimated from despair. And all the big stain, and all the fall from a swing, over and over again. I've got myself a time. I never thought this nostalgia, this that could be everlasting. Who's in front of me? I'll catch you deep, like what you did for the first and the last time. This nostalgia, this I could be everlasting. Close in front of me, look at you dead, like what you did for the first and the last time. I've never thought this nostalgia, this it could be everlasting. Who's in front of me? I'll catch you deep, like what you did for the first and the last time. This nostalgia, this it could be everlasting. Close in front of me, look at you dead, like what you did for the first and the last time.
Oh yeah, as always, what a great way to start any day with a little Ginger. That whole crew. The singer gets a lot of, notoriety because female front and everything. But seriously, she is on point, above level on so many degrees. The clean vocals, the harsh vocals, everything. And also the topics are kind of interesting. I've been trying to figure out some of the topics, reading through all the lyrics for all the albums. But yeah, Ginger, totally kick ass. The bass player, listen to a few songs. You will love the bass. The bass player is just throws in chords on the bass, got 5-string, plays it just in a mean, awesome, clean style. And then the guitar player, drummer, oh yeah, they just pull it together like wicked glue. I got tickets for when they come in Seattle. If you're in Seattle, get tickets, we'll go. It's going to be a badass show. So, that was item number 1, Ginger. Wow. So we're going to put that on completed. We gave that a listen. So then, let's see here, Mortal Soul. Okay, so I've been digging around on the internet a lot. Like I do, because, I'm on the computer all the time, writing codes and stuff. Writing codes. Yeah. Anyway, the bands that I find sometimes just blow me away. And this band that I found recently, I was kind of worried, like, oh, I found some of their music. It's a couple years old. I hope they're okay and like doing something, because it kind of hit me. They were good. They had a really interesting sound and feel to them. Like there was some extra influence. This band, so we're gonna bounce over here, throw that URL in, boom. This is them on Bandcamp. So go buy their stuff. And I noticed they got an instrumental released on July of 2018. So that's good. They're still rocking it. So this band is out of Africa, but it's so dumb to say out of Africa, because let's see here. I think I got another thing of theirs to show you. Is this it? No, that's the Game of Thrones thing. Oh, we'll get to that in a second. Where is Mortal Soul? Nope. That's the other thing we're gonna look at. Oh, I know what I can do. I can just go to... Well, we'll listen to this one. This is a band out of Africa. We're going to dig into them a little bit more in just a second. Good stuff. So... Yeah, so that's a band that just seems to have all sorts of influences and kind of gives me that vibe that I got listening to early, like when bands were just coming out, just cutting their teeth, figuring out their sound and figuring out what path they wanted to tread. And these guys they just got a great feel to them. And also I wanted to pull up here and bloop. They're from Nairobi in Kenya. Okay, so let's do this. So here's Africa. I kind of hate saying, "Oh, somebody's from Africa." That's like saying somebody's from the Americas. What does that even mean? The Americas include Venezuela, the United States, Canada, Mexico, etc. If you say Africa, look at all the countries in there. Western Sahara, Mauritania, Sudan, Chad, Niger, Ethiopia, Somalia, Kenya, etc. You know, so like let's just zoom in to just this one place. This is like freaking Texas right here. You know, I mean, and I say Texas because it's a big place. It's huge. So they got big national parks and everything. Nairobi, I believe, is, if I zoom out a little bit, looks like their capital city. Probably one of their bigger ones. Mombasa would be another. But like if we zoom in here and just like take a look at this, they got a huge park in their city. Very good taste. Good taste. You got to have a big park in your city. If you don't have a big park like that in your city's kind of shit, honestly. New York's got one. Seattle's got one. Portland's got the biggest one in America. Like, how can you have a city and just make it all human dumpster fire? Like, you got to have a big park. You got to have parks. So this is beautiful. And then they got an international airport, so, you know, you can get there if you want to. They even have some railroad stuff. I don't know what's going on there, but it's just interesting. And then downtown, more city square, etc., laid out in an interesting way. I wonder if we can even drop in. Can we? Oh my God! It's even got Google Maps for everything. Let's go into this square right here. Oh yeah, sure enough. Look at this. It's a beautiful city. Beautiful city. Big old thing. A little overly dependent on giant roadways, but whatever. Oh look, they know how to use real bollards. Like we can't even use real bollards in the United States. What the hell's our problem? Anyway, so that's where this crew is from. Is Nairobi, Kenya. Pretty cool there. Just zoom out again. Get some context to that. Look at that. Just huge, huge. And they got Victoria Lake over here. Makes me want to go visit. I want to go visit and explore Kenya. Yeah, so that's cool. All right. Now, that's not all. I wanted to dig up and show you one other thing here. So YouTube. Let's go to YouTube and then Mortal Soul. I know they got some stuff here. Oh, here's the Solace playthrough. Yeah, I'm just going to show you a few seconds of this. So this is their video. Oh, what garbage ads? I need to get a garbage ad filter thing. Check these guys out. Look at that BC Rich. Good recording and everything. Look at him flipping the drumstick. That is awesome. Then get into it. There you go. Like, they must have had to have a beat track, you know, to be able to get in there and do the riffs and time the video and everything. Like, I don't even know how to do that yet. I got to figure that out sometime, which I'm going to be figuring out and putting the production here on stream sometime in the near future. Yeah, that's good stuff. Good stuff. So here's the interesting tidbit about that is, yeah, that was put out here then on 2013. They put the song up on Bandcamp, and I can't tell, like, all the stuff's pretty old. I'd love to know if this band is still rocking out, because that they just so much work went into that song, into the creation of that song, and anybody that puts that kind of effort in deserves a cool flat 100K as far as I'm concerned, just for the freaking song. Like, musicians are so freaking unbelievably underpaid in every way. Sure, like Metallica's rich, Rolling Stones are rich. They're like one out of 1,000 bands, and it takes 1,000 bands to even create one of the big ones. And they all should be able to make a living and do more with what they do, because we all reap the benefits, but we're usually just like mooching the music, screwing them over, blah blah blah. But anyway, I digress. All of this stuff that I am showing here on channel today, I basically got my channel over on YouTube, Thrashing Code, and if you go to playlists, in here, basically all my favorite liked videos are here, but also all the good stuff I put in the metal category. So there should be, if you're ever curious and you're just bumming around on YouTube and you want a great playlist, check out this one. I got tons and tons and tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of good stuff, and I'm adding more stuff all the time, right? So that's a good playlist to know. Here, I'll post it in the chat just so you got it handy. There's all my stuff. So, we don't want to mess around anymore, though. Here's a little fun bit I just caught. I know a bunch of you are probably Game of Thrones Game of Thrones viewers. So anyway, here's some famous crew that got together and decided they were going to play a song.
What's the main melody? Because I can do an octave of you.
Yeah.
Does anyone have a tuner?
So, normal kind of mess from musicians, right? All fiddling around and stuff.
I think it's.
Yeah, it's simple.
That's Tom Morello, Rage Against the Machine. Scott Ian of Anthrax. Yeah, good crew here. Look at the guitars, though. Look at the guitar Scott Ian is playing. So each one of them have, like, a theme. But I love Scott's.
Ready?
It is
Okay.
sick.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Look at the wolf. There it is. You can see it. Yeah, so that was fun, right? Right. Anyway, good stuff. Just some stuff from Fender. They did a custom shop, had those guys get together, showed off some of the custom guitars that they made, like the one Scotty Ian was playing. It's pretty cool. So, one of the other bands that I've really been getting into, and I just freaking found out that they're supposed to be coming to the U.S. soon. I'm ecstatic because seriously, I was about to up and just haul my ass clear all the way to India to go check these guys play. They just look like so much fun. They're good guys. They always talk a little bit before and after the videos, talk about what they're doing and their struggles as a band, trying to get the music put together and all that kind of jazz. And they're getting hugely popular though, like freaking huge on YouTube. So I wanted to present to you a little bit of Bloody Wood. So here we go.
The red kind of guy who's willing to try to take the big shots at the big boys. Boom, boom, bang, make a big noise, shake it up, I got the big toys. Rhyme with us with the best of the rest. Grab the power by the neck and put it to the chest. No flag on my bulletproof vest. Talk to my heart so I never gotta guess. Hear those who came before. Feel what is yet to come. Know what you're fighting for. It's why we go to war.
All right, so we're going to listen to the rest of this because everybody should listen to what they say here at the end. And then I have more commentary because I always have more commentary, right? So give a listen to the guys here.
Thanks so much for watching that video, guys. Much buzzard, expect a riot. The song is quite self-explanatory. And fun fact, we actually wrote this for Ubisoft, an upcoming Ubisoft game called Beyond Good and Evil 2. and they didn't like it, but we liked it, so we made a music video of it. We shot this in Jaisalmer, Haryana, and Rohat Gaon, the very warm and lively Gaon that you obviously saw in the video. Gaon means village. Thanks to Overlander for making all of this possible. And of course, the biggest thank you to our patrons. I hope you like the song, the video.
One more major announcement. Raul Kerr is now a permanent member of the band.
Yeah!
Bloodywood is going live. We debut internationally at Tong Open Air, 13 July in Germany. Mark your dates and more dates going to be announced soon.
Europe, we're coming.
They are gonna light that up. So yeah, they're coming to Europe. So if you happen to see this and you're from Europe, you are gonna get the grand gift of Bloodywood coming to your shores. That's pretty epic, you know, because yeah, wow. Oh, I really hope they come to the U.S. soonish. I'd really like to see them. So anyway, two other little tidbits. God, man, the traditional wardrobe stuff, very cool. I gotta get me some of those pants that the guitarist was wearing too. Those looked crazy comfortable. And then like the chain. Anyway, that awesome garb. So, the next thing that we're digging into here, back to the super nerd metal Trello chart. So, what is it that we have here? And did I just pull this up or not? We will find out. Let's see what it is here. Oh, that's the sigil. Okay, yeah, we did that. So, that one's done. And then what about this one? We probably did this one too. I think this is the bloody one. Yep, that's what we just watched. All right, so now what are we going to get surprised by here? What is next up in the queue? I'm pretty sure this was not something that I know. I remember. Oh no, that's their YouTube subscribers. Oh, they got other stuff here. Ashes in the Wind. So yeah. Anyway, Mortal Soul. That we had listened to them a little earlier. So that's completed. Okay, this I don't. Okay, maybe this is new. Oh yeah. Okay, so a little tidbit here. Let me Instagram. Instagram. Some of my Instagram stuff here. How do I look up? Anyway, what I was gonna say is my Instagram is a total mess of metal, cyclist, crazy graffiti artwork. My brother graduating. Big shout out. Hoo-ah. Look at there. That's my niece there. Yeah, so my brother just graduated. That's awesome. And then a whole bunch of stuff. And I don't know where in the heck. Oh, that's a good picture of Seattle. Anyway, I just wanted to scroll through here and see if I see... Nope, not coming up. Anyway, I started following the guitar player here on the right on Instagram. And me and her chatted a few times. And then she talked about joining the band and everything. So I'm super stoked to see playthroughs and them getting shows and all that kind of jazz. Of course, over in Europe, because why not, right? That's where the stuff happens. So without further ado, let's check out this playthrough. There's tab on the bottom if you play guitar, so you can check it out. And here we go.
as a day like yesterday, and so it will go on. Everything is scheduled.
Yeah, so, note, one of the things here, here's the Twitter account for Sisters of Suffocation. I am beyond stoked that, okay, it's nice that metal bands have gotten a lot of more female fronts, i.e. singers that happen to be female, that are brutal, that are awesome, that are just cutting through the swath of misogynistic shit out there. But what I really love to see even more is a full-on mix of women and men playing music together. For the longest time in history, women were just completely excluded from any sort of music. I mean, sure, there's that pop stuff. It's pop shit. It's candy. It's just sprinkled into your brain. You've been given permission to listen to pop music by the normalized mediocrity of existence. That's all great. And yeah, there's been men and women there, and it's all, you're protected with that. But this is truth. This is the real talk. This is brutal shit about reality. And the fact that women weren't into it for a while, didn't feel like they could be a part of it, was nonsense. This is a thing that they absolutely should be part of. So seeing more women get into bands like this is freaking just super rad. So hats off to Sisters of Suffocation, getting more and more success. Check it out. Like, they got this freaking awesome backdrop the size of like a house. You know, got new shows coming up, more and more stuff coming out. They're getting pretty big. They're doing pretty good with all of their efforts. which is good to see. So, on to next things though. All right. So I don't know if you've heard of this. So we did Bloodywood. So the next up is we're gonna go to YouTube. And we're gonna actually do a search because this is a band you got to check out. Here we go.
Defenders past the famed Alex Hunt.
This I pledge you on my honor as a Roman.
Oh, that's what he's got! A scorpion! The winning.
Yeah, so I like The Who. So it's not, it ain't metal, but that's seriously metal in its own right. That's like some classic Mongol tunes there with bringing the instruments together, like the instruments of the people there, and the throat singing, etc., which they're known for. Pretty cool stuff. I'm a fan. I like to listen to some The Who, especially when whenever I'm doing some coding. Pretty good, chill stuff to listen to. I like it. Let's see here. What is next? So back to the Trello Nerd Metal sheet. We checked out The Who. All right, now here's this one. Next one. I know a little bit about this band. You're going to get introduced to them via the Bandcamp. Yes. Are you ready? I don't know if you're ready. You might not be ready. So this is a band. Oh, they're on tour right now. Oh, May 9th, El Corazon. What is today? That's next week on Thursday. Sweet. Could totally go check them out. So I might be going to that show. So if you want to go to that show too, let me know. We'll hook up. Beers on me, etc., etc. Just let me know. Anyway, check it out. This is Relentless Mutation, album by Archspire, Involuntary Doppelganger. Oh, what a tune. What a tune. So that is Archspire, Relentless Mutation. Pretty heavy tune. So the next one here is another video I just wanted to throw in. Another one of those songs that'll probably get muted. I don't know. But this is a band I've started listening to lately. And they're just I don't know how to put it. I don't know how to put what this band is. I feel like there's a little... I'm not going to compare them to anything. I mean, they definitely have influences from a various range of other bands, but they've got some of their own action going on here. So with that, let's check out Spoil Engine. Whoops, and I opened it in the wrong frickin' thing. There we go. Wait for it though. It's one of those songs. This is the soft intro. Yeah. I know what it is. I know what it is. It's like I got a mix of Pantera energy going on there with a little bit of like Angela Gassow impact, with their own like little carved in uniqueness there, and it's just bam right at you. They don't pull the punches. They go right into it. That is a band I would love to see, and yeah, I would be in the pit. I would be in the pit. It'd be awesome. Yeah, so back to the nerd sheet. Where are we going here? We did Archspire. All right, let's give a listen to. We're gonna jump in here, I think, and give these people. I don't really know who they are. Black Tusk. So this is a. I think they're from Georgia, Savannah, Georgia. Some Southern boys. That's who they are, Southern boys. So let's see here, merch video. Let's see what videos they got. Oh, there we go. Some good stuff. How's it going? Is it going? Come on. Put. All right. There we go. Oh, snap. That was like some straight up World of Warcraft horror movie going on right there. That was amazing. Super trippy. So, that is Black Tusk from Savannah, Georgia. If you've never been to Savannah, Georgia, let's take a look real quick because, it's a place. Here's Savannah, Georgia, historic district, etc., etc. Absolutely beautiful. Wow, the zoning on this is the stupidest bunch of mess anyway. But anyway, the real city is actually down here. It's a standard old city built on a grid like when we were smart. I don't know what this sprawling catastrophe out here is. I guess it's an airport and probably some other random stuff they wanted to tax. But anyway, Oh yeah, here I didn't have it up. There we go. So this is the old square downtown. There's the airfield here, and some other stuff. If you zoom out, you can see where the city limits are. They have this like floater entities out here. Completely insane as far as I'm concerned. But that's how we do stuff in this country. Sometimes it doesn't make any sense. So yeah, here's the original grid. And down here is super cool. Like we can take a little stroll. Bloop. You can see there's the waterfront. Oh, it's kind of dark in this picture. Let's see if we can do this. Bloop. There we go. Yep, the moss-covered trees and everything. Savannah, Georgia is pretty beautiful. They have a bunch of festivals too, usually around drinking, because that's what people do a lot in the South. And here's some of the, oh, there you go, the old streets and stuff. Kind of getting into the city there. Let's see here. Let's get around here. What else we got? Oh yeah, they're big old roundabout. Yeah, see, we've had roundabouts since forever. Oh, there's a stupid parking garage. I'm clearly looking in the wrong part of the city, because there's other more beautiful parts. But I digress. I bet, like, yeah, let's bump right into here. See, they got squares everywhere, parks. Like I was saying, you know, if you don't have parks in your city's just garbage. You need to have parks. Any city worth its weight is got parks in it. But yeah, so check out Savannah, Georgia sometime, you know. Go take a tour there. Go learn about it. There's a lot of history in that city, for better or worse. And it is beautiful. So, we just listened to the Spoil Engine. That was a little extra kick. And then we listened to Black Tusk also. And with that, stretching my neck there. Let's see here. What is the... Yeah, I think with that, I'm going to finish my beer and get prepared for some shredding this evening, which I may or may not do on stream. But as I was saying earlier, this is something that I'm doing every Saturday from now on. Going to be doing a stream where I give a listen to some new music and also just listen to whatever else is going on. And maybe, not this weekend, but soon, and not maybe, it will definitely happen. I will start doing more music production. So you'll actually see some of the music that I, yours truly, Adrian, here on Thrashing Code, is putting together for my Twitch streams, and really for anybody else to use however they want to. I'm not gonna like copyright it or anything. I'm one of those fortunate people who don't have to make money from my music. Of course, it takes me forever to make the music because I don't have it as a full-time job. But anyway, with that, keep kicking ass, listen to awesome metal. Hope I introduced you to some fun stuff. And until next time, keep thrashing. I clearly need a new outro because this one doesn't really match this session. But whatever.